it. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Are we broadcasting? It says start. It says push that to stop. So okay, live.
Live.
So
there are
live,
a lot.
okay.
There are 2 buttons that say live.
So apparently we're live and we are broadcasting.
Yeah, we're interrupting Alana's show.
I know. Hi, Alana.
Hi.
Yeah. So people had some questions, and we wanted to kind of like pull back the curtain a little bit on what we do here at 99.9 The Point in the radio realm and world.
And of course, we wanted to talk about Jingle Jam as well.
Yeah,
because it's our biggest show of the year.
Yeah, and we have to ask the artists questions all the time.
Yeah.
But we always ask, questions, but we'd like you to ask questions.
Yeah, because you guys are the ones who listen, and you guys are the ones that, we listen to.
Yeah, we do, but sometimes your questions would be better than our questions because we want to know what you actually want to ask them. And
because they're real people.
Yeah, and don't give us but don't give us this like. So who's your biggest inspiration? Where do you get your influences from?
That's way too generic.
Yeah, I know. Everybody asks that, and I hate that. I always like the who win in a fight between a ninja and a pirate.
A pirate because of the no.
Yeah.
So ninjas have swords too.
Ninjas have swords, so do pirates. But who would win in a fight, a ninja or a pirate? Alana, what do you think?
Ooh, a ninja.
See, you think a ninja?
You think it because of the agility, or
yeah, they could hide.
See,
yeah.
But here's another thing too, and
pirates are scrappy.
I brought this up on the air one time. It was what if every country actually has ninjas, but the only reason we know about Japanese ninjas is because they're like the worst.
Oh no, that's an interesting
So so every country actually has ninjas, but Japanese are the worst ninjas. That's the only reason we even know about them.
So what are American ninjas like?
I
feel like we're like
you won't know though.
I think we are because it was like 38% our obesity rate went up. So we're just slow ninjas who eat pizza. That's how we sneak up on you because we're
slow.
Just people underestimate what we can do, and there's kind of like, well, that guy's sitting on the couch eating Cheetos. There's no way he's gonna. Oh my God!
No way. Yeah, no way.
Oh, she's gonna talk. Are you gonna talk?
Okay,
no, not
I was
yet.
just preparing.
Just let us know when you got to talk, and we'll be all quiet, and we'll let people, hear you yell on the microphone or whatever.
Yes.
So we're looking for questions. Like one person actually asked us, what is it like working in radio?
Yeah, what is it like working in radio? I guess I would know as well.
Yeah,
if people don't know who I am, by the way, I'm the digital.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is Maddie.
I've been in like a video with you before.
You've been in a few videos with us, but it's.
But I feel like people don't know my face, so that's what the website is my face.
This is her grill.
This is my grill.
So Maddie does all of our digital stuff. She is our creative person and does all the And you were on stage last year for Jingle Jam.
I wasn't. Someone recognized me.
I know. What did they say? We were walking. We were running around after you were up on stage.
And I was sauntering around because I had just been on stage, and I was like, I made a really good joke about Gavin DeGraw's butt. I said I wanted to touch it. It's not that good, but
there's a lot of people want to touch Gavin DeGraw's butt.
A lot of people could relate. So I made this joke about touching Gavin DeGraw's butt, and someone, I think she was drunk, but hey, no shame in that, afterwards caught up with me and said, "It's Maddie."
Yeah.
And I was like,
"Oh, it's you."
That is my name.
But I was like, "Oh my, do you know her?" And she's like, "No." I'm like, "That is so awesome."
It's pretty bold though to start with a joke on stage. Like,
oh yeah,
you never open with a joke.
She did.
Really?
Oh, and it knocked out of the park.
Yeah, it was a good one. People laughed.
Bomb or you knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
Well, when it's about butts, I feel like
that's and Gavin DeGraw's butt.
That's a universal.
See, if you would have made a joke about one of the guys from Echo Smith's butt, then it would have been like, ooh, because they're all like 17.
Oh,
so
are they 17?
Yeah.
Really?
So that would have been highly inappropriate. But making a joke about Gavin DeGraw's butt, yes, that is totally fine.
I did not realize when Gavin DeGraw came on last Jingle Jam, I didn't realize, it was because his new stuff, Fire.
Yeah.
And that one song that he collaborated on, but you don't know. You forget how much you love hearing, I Don't Want to Be, and In Love with a Girl. Yeah. Oh, when he played those, I was like, I forgot, how much I love the song.
It was one of those things where he's one of those artists where, he opened up for Billy Joel. We got him right off of it.
That's right.
He was on tour with Billy Joel, and we got him right after that.
That is true.
And so he just came off that tour, so he was right in prime. He was right and knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
It was like it was amazing. It was an amazing performance, amazing show.
And even hearing him just talk about Billy Joel, because I remember you asked him about that in your interview with him. And he was talking about it, and I was like, oh, like just the stories that he could share.
Oh yeah, I mean it's Billy freaking Joel. I mean, how cool would that be? And then, but then also last year, I mean, we're doing a little reminiscing of last year, obviously. Then we had Lindsay Sterling on the show.
Yeah.
And I mean, and that was the thing, is she was unbelievable. She kind of stole the show.
She was
last
great.
year. She kind of stole the show last year, and then after that, she's become just so huge. I mean, she was already big, like virally and YouTube and social media. Because I mean, she was like selling out arenas in Europe and everything last year when we picked her up.
Yeah. And she has what, like 4 million followers on YouTube?
She has more YouTube followers than Justin Timberlake and Kanye West combined.
Really?
Combined. She has over like, I was just seeing a thing about YouTube stars, people who make their living essentially on YouTube. And she's the 3rd highest grossing YouTube user or YouTube personality on YouTube, or person who makes their main living on YouTube.
Yeah.
She pulls in like $30 million a year on just off of YouTube.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So she came to the show last year, and since then she's been on stage with Taylor Swift. She's been doing the Billboard Music Awards, and she's really kind of becoming somebody. And it was really kind of funny where I was talking to somebody who's not in our city whenever I was talking about Jingle Jam, and they're like, you need to bring Lindsay Sterling in. And I'm like, we did last year. They're like, oh,
we already did.
Yeah, kind of already did that. So, and then Echo Smith, I mean, they were amazing last year too. So, but this year's going to be awesome. We have Charlie Puth.
Oh, he's so handsome.
He's
and I can say that and not feel guilty about it because he's a year older than me.
Yeah.
He's 24.
Isn't he 24? Didn't we see that yesterday? 23.
23 or 24. He's
23.
older than me, so it's okay.
Jeez, I mean,
if he was younger than me, it would be weird.
Well, he's younger than me, and
you can't say he's handsome.
I know. I can say he's a very handsome man.
Okay.
He is. I am secure enough my masculinity to say whether or not he's a handsome man.
That's good. Not many people would be that secure.
He's a good guy. And I mean, he's amazing. He's amazingly talented.
Yes.
And he kind of got his start on YouTube too, on like social media.
That's right, and I didn't know that because the first time I ever heard him was probably when a lot of people first heard him was when he sung "See You Again" with Wiz Khalifa, and for Fast and Furious, I think 7, and everyone flipped out about that song. And I heard it, and I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty good." And then I don't know, I just heard it again, and I had like a breakthrough, and I was like, wait a second, Charlie Puth is extremely talented.
He's very talented. I had the pleasure of seeing him actually open up for Meghan Trainor.
Oh.
And he kind of stole the show with that one.
Did he really?
He did an amazing job.
He just has such a clear voice.
Oh, yeah. And he is a lot like Evan DeGraw too, because he's got the piano up there and he's rocking out with his boys on stage.
Yeah.
But no, he's really, really incredibly talented. But then we also have O.A.R, who is just like, I mean, come on. They sold out Red Rocks earlier this year.
Yeah, and they sang that song. And this is sad that this is how I know them, but it was in the She's the Man soundtrack. And it's like, love me faster than the devil. And I was like, where's that song from?
How's it go again?
Love me faster. I'm not ashamed.
Yeah, apparently not. No.
It was a good
I don't
song.
sing. I do. I don't sing. I do spoken word.
Oh, so like, you're like Common. Yeah, you're like the Jewish Common.
Yeah, I was actually going to say the okay, yeah, I'll say I'm very happy to be the Jewish Common. I will take that mantle. But no, I was actually going to say more like William Shatner.
Oh, that is very different.
Very different. Well, he does like spoken word albums.
Does he really?
He does. I mean, he's like a Grammy-winning spoken word album.
Like poetry?
Yeah. He does like this. He does the same William Shatner talk, but it's always like, how does he do it? It's like, stop, collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention, something. Grab a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly.
That's really weird to me.
That's one of my go-to karaoke songs is obviously Ice Ice Baby, and I do it spoken word because I cannot sing at all.
It makes me uncomfortable. Like, what if you like bought a record and you're just playing it and you have like a date over and it's just William Shatner like talking in the corner? Like, wouldn't that be weird?
Honestly, if that's a keeper. if she was like, oh,
let's put on some music.
I love Bill Shatner, and then I'm like, put a ring on it.
But he's just like murmuring softly in the corner of your house. How weird.
Somebody here? Somebody else is here, right?
It's William.
That's William Shatner. He's covering Charlie Puth in the corner, talking "See You Again."
That would actually be so entertaining if he was like, "It's been a long day
It's been a long
without
day
you, my friend." Oh, he would do so good.
I will see you again.
I'll tell you all about it.
That'd be amazing. Wow, how do we get to here? Okay, so yeah, so that was because you were singing O.A.R.
Yeah, but you were originally talking about working in radio.
Oh wow, this is really
This took a turn.
Whoa!
Out of left field.
Working in radio is awesome. You get a lot of you get to do a lot of things that I don't want to say normal people because it makes me sound so stuck up.
Wow.
If you only know, it is. I mean, it's not a normal job. It's not.
Right.
And you do a lot of things that normal and ordinary people don't get to do.
That's my dad.
Oh, it's your dad?
That was my dad that's texting
What up,
me.
Papa?
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad. So I was actually talking to somebody about this the other day, and because I have two kids, I have a 10-year-old and a 4-year-old,
right.
And they're pretty cool and pretty awesome, but they don't have a normal childhood because my 10-year-old daughter, she doesn't play soccer. She doesn't do a lot of extracurricular activities. She's 10 years old and she wants to learn to code like computer programming. And
that's amazing.
Her goal is to make. Her goal is to have at least one game on the iTunes App Store by the time she gets into high school.
Really?
That's her goal. That's her plan right now. And so my daughter isn't like the typical we're gonna do all of this weird, not weird, but all these things that normal kids do.
Right.
But my daughter also. So we don't spend a lot of time going to running back and forth soccer practice or dance or ballet recitals or karate or anything. But what my daughter does is she goes to shows with me. So so far this year, my daughter has met Taylor and Ed Sheeran and Meghan Trainor, and she's met all these people. But it's what that's my daughter's life right now. So
it's a good life.
It's a good life, but it's different because it's kind of, sometimes I feel guilty that my daughter doesn't have the normal childhood everybody else does.
Yeah.
But we just had our normal is a lot different than most people.
I would have so preferred to have that child. I mean, not that my childhood was bad. I had a great childhood.
Yeah.
But it would have been cool to your kids go backstage and your kids meet artists, and that's really cool.
Well, Alana, you came from she got the headphones on.
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay, but you came from a legacy of radio. I mean, your dad worked in radio, and there we go, flip it around. Hello. But your dad worked in radio. So did you grow up kind of like that, like meeting celebrities, hanging out? Like it's like, oh, that's Uncle so-and-so. It's like because he's here again. And
it's funny that you say that because as you were talking about your daughter going backstage and stuff, I was thinking I used to watch my dad get up on stage and introduce Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I didn't realize the magnitude of that. Or I used to sit on I know one, Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
My dad showed him a picture of me because I couldn't make it to a show. Garth took it, stuck it in his pocket, said thanks. My dad's like, that was the only picture I had of my kid. But and then years later, I met Garth and he came up to me. He's like, oh, you're Alana Lynn. Like, you're Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
What are you doing? So it isn't a normal childhood, but I'll tell you what, it got me out of getting bullied. I would sit there and say, when we tell you to call in for certain money contests, I would tell Jessica Wiley, she was awful to me. She would pull my hair and she would hit me and stuff. I would tell her what time my dad was going to play his money calls so she could win money and tickets.
Really?
Nice.
So mean. And I'd be like, I'll get you tickets to go see insert artist.
But she's probably still rude now. So
I did it I take it the other way because there was one kid who was kind of being a bully to my daughter, and I was like, "Want me to talk about him on the radio?"
Oh, there you go.
Because I will humiliate that child on the radio. Because you don't mess with my little girl, and I will humiliate a 10-year-old.
Right.
No shame.
No shame.
No shame. I will humiliate a 10-year-old on the radio. So it's like, wow, I
didn't have any fodder when I was young because my dad was an engineer. My mom she has done childcare and nursing.
Okay.
So it's I can't give anybody anything but
yeah, except when you were hurt. Your
my mom can treat you.
True. I kind of just had to be 100% cool though. Yeah. I had to just it was a struggle.
My dad's an engineer.
Yeah, my dad's an engineer. Yeah.
My dad's an engineer. I could make something.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a pretty badass science fair project though.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure your dad did.
You did. Yeah. You didn't just do that. Hey, look at my pencil could bend in the water.
Yeah. It's
look, light refraction.
Yeah, exactly. Yours was I had a scale model of the Statue of Liberty that's made of actual metal and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but no, it's interesting being in radio and having this job. It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, one of the best parts about it is actually going out and meeting all the people. And actually, I mean, that's probably every radio person probably says that, and only probably about a third of them actually mean it. But it's actually true. Like whenever I go do stuff, I like actually going out there. Oh, you're going to talk in 15 seconds?
Lana's going to go in here.
Well, if you'd like to talk too, you can.
No, that's all right. Well, you can tell us we're doing the. You can tell them we're doing the live cast. Yeah.
That's right. Start looking at. You guys should use the hashtag.
Hashtag 99.9 The Point. Today's hits without the rap. Taylor Swift, I Knew You Were Trouble. How are you? It is Alana, and in the studio, it's Goldberg and Maddie. They're doing this YouTube live chat with you.
Yep, live Q&A.
Live Q&A. So whatever question you have, and it could be about anything. It could be about a Jingle Jam artist, the Rua, Karmin, Charlie Puth, O.A.R, or even we're just chatting about what it's like in radio and stuff. Just hashtag it, hashtag ask the point, and we will get that question answered for you.
We will.
Yes.
Justin Bieber right now. What do you mean? You can even ask about Justin Bieber. And about some of those photos. I'd like to hear some of those answers. You know what I mean?
What's going on with the photos?
The photos whenever the paparazzi took a picture of him butt naked?
The wiener photos.
You never saw that?
I am not familiar.
And it's not safe to work for.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't feel comfortable Googling it.
Yeah, no. Justin Bieber's large, never mind. So, yeah.
Bank account.
Yes, bank account, foot size, ego.
Why was he, okay.
He was on vacation, he was skinny dipping.
Oh.
Or he was,
so it's fine.
He was hot tubbing.
So here's the deal. So Justin Bieber is weird, whatever. Like, no offense. His new album is amazing, but he's a weird dude.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Shia LaBeouf watching all of his movies?
Yeah, I was talking about that yesterday on the show. He was watching every single one of his movies. And I don't know
if he cried during one of them, and he
because of how bad he was?
He just walked out of the theater. I saw it on Twitter. He walked out
recently?
Yeah.
Well, it was 72 hours of straight watching movie. 72 hours.
It's weird, man.
He's turned
when Shia LaBeouf does it, people call it performance art. But when I do it, my mom tells me to get a job.
Yeah, I know. It's like, come on, stop binge watching.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's not fair.
Another thing,
Mom.
Binge watching leads to depression.
What?
There's a study that was done that binge watching TV shows on like Netflix and Hulu leads to depression. But
that's sad.
Which is really sad because that's like the only way I watch things.
Yeah, I don't watch an hour of a show. I watch like 3 hours, 4 hours, and then I go and live my life, and then I come back and I watch.
Yeah, but then while I'm living my life, I miss the show, and I'm like, oh man, I got to know what happened. I have to know what happened, and then I run back and I finish watching it.
Right, like any normal person.
Yeah, exactly. That we're normal people that do that. So yeah.
Right. Well, we have a question from someone.
Yeah.
And they are saying they want to know about Charlie Puth's scar.
Yeah, he's got the what is it on his eyebrow or something like that?
Yeah, so I don't know what eyebrow it is because it's always in pictures. So maybe it's this one because it's opposite. But he has like a scar right on his eyebrow. If you Google pictures of him, you'll see it.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know the answer. We'll have to ask him.
I've got a scar, right? Where is it? One of my eyebrows has a scar.
Do you have a Charlie Puth scar?
I do have a Charlie. We're like scar buddies, I guess. But like
scar buddies.
Yeah, that's a baseball thing. I got hit in the face with a baseball when I was playing back in the day.
Oh.
And so I have a scar there. But I do have the Charlie Puth eyebrow scar. I don't know what it's from though. I gotta ask him.
I wonder because I don't. He did like a cute TBT on his Instagram.
Yeah.
A while ago, and I don't remember if he had this. You know what? I'll look it up right now.
I think he got bit by a dog.
Really?
Really?
What kind of a dog?
Sorry, I mean, let me just bring down the room here.
I know. I got bit by a dog in the face. It's like, oh.
But I love dogs. A dog would bite me, and I would come out of it, and I would have to get plastic surgery. But I would be like, you know what? That dog had to use self-defense. He felt attacked. It was my fault.
What the hell were you doing? What were you doing?
I was probably just sitting there and not doing anything. But
minding your own business.
It's not the dog's fault.
He
didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look up Charlie Puth.
Yeah, do Charlie Puth scar. Do a Google search, Charlie.
Oh, I should
Charlie
just
Puth
Google
scar.
search it. I just looked at his Instagram.
So who else we got? We also have for the show. We're gonna have Karmin on the show. They had Broken Hearted. They're big on YouTube also. They have like all those YouTube covers that they do and everything like that. They're really big.
They had that one video, and I think Sparks posted a blog about it if you want to go check it out on 99.9 The Point. But it was like the one video that she had was really big while I was in high school, and I think it's when she covered Look at Me Now. Chris Brown.
Yeah, I do remember.
And
that.
she does all the rapping.
Yeah,
that was huge.
That was really big. Yeah, and then finally we have the Rua that are going to be there, and they're new. They're in the industry. We call them a baby act, just because they're newborn act that are coming out there. They're actually from Windsor, England, not Colorado. Windsor, England. They're from Windsor, England. And here's another tidbit of information about they're all brothers and sisters. There's 2 sisters and a brother, and every one of them was in every Harry Potter movie.
Oh, I forgot you told me about that.
Yes, they were all in Harry Potter movies. They were all Gryffindors until the lead singer, she got a little bit older and looked a little more evil, I guess, and they made her a Slytherin.
She does look like a Slytherin.
She probably does look like a Slytherin, yeah. And she was also in Thor, The Dark World.
Really?
Yeah, she was Zachary Levi, who played, I can't remember which one he played, Thandril. He was like the blonde, attractive guy, I guess, but they're having an opening party scene in Thor: The Dark World, and she's sitting on his lap, laughing and singing. So yeah.
Oh my God, I gotta watch it again now.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? And their album, I downloaded it the other day.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Essence.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because the Rua, they dropped the H from it, but I think in like Hebrew or something, it means essence.
Yeah.
So but their album is incredible.
Yeah.
It's theatrical.
Ooh.
And you could see every single one of their songs being performed live.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's because it's the brothers, like the lead singer, she plays the guitar, the other sister plays the piano, and the brother plays the violin.
Right.
And so 2 years in a row, violin players.
Yeah. And we connected because I had a claddagh ring.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And because I got this when I went to Ireland last summer, and they are Irish.
Mm-hmm.
Or are they British and they just grew up in Ireland? Or are they Irish?
I think they're Irish.
I think they're Irish.
Or is it the other way around? Okay.
They're
Irish.
It's all the same. That's where people hate Americans.
Yeah.
Right
It's all the same. They're foreigners. That's what. No, I'm so kidding. I'm so kidding.
Anyway,
I'm joking.
she had a claddagh ring too, and she was trying to tell me what it meant.
Well, her town is where they're all from, like authentic ones. I thought it was their town.
Oh, it's like the #1 shop.
Yeah, like their town has
Mine
like
is
the
not
official,
authentic,
like if it's an authentic ring, like that kind of. What is it called again?
Claddagh.
Claddagh ring.
CLADDAGH.
I guess like the authentic claddagh rings come from their town.
Yeah.
So that's what it was about.
But if you wear it a certain way, it means different things. So like if you're at the club and like a man comes up to you and he sees this on your hand, you have to be wearing it the right way, because then he won't approach you. So if it's down,
and I'm sure guys really pay attention to that here in America.
Yeah, they're like do 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 do. Nope, it's up.
Like, oh, dang, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't even care about these rings, let alone that.
I guess not.
Yeah.
But if you wear it down, it means that you're looking for love. And if you wear it with the crown, if you wear it with the crown down, you're looking for love. If you wear the crown up, you're taken.
But is it with your hands this way or your hands this way? This way.
So if the crown is down towards your knuckle, then you're looking for love. But if it's, because I guess the heart is like open.
So apparently you're looking for love.
Yeah, I'm single. So, hey fellas. Hey Charlie. Yeah. Just kidding.
Charlie, I'd like to introduce you to my friend Maddie here.
Hi. But the unfortunate thing is that we asked about a scar, and he does not like it when people ask about.
Oh, really?
Puth recently spoke about constantly being asked why he shaved part of the one eyebrow. I got this from Inquisitor, by the way. It was the first article I found. He got bit by a dog.
There you go.
When he was 2 years old.
Oh.
Now he has a scar on his eye. He nearly died, and his eyebrow will always look like that. I'm not in a gang. This is not how many people I've killed, is what he said.
I'm glad that Charlie Puth had to tell us he's not in a gang.
Yeah.
That guy has street cred.
That guy.
He had a song with Wiz Khalifa. He's got so much street cred.
So for real though, because I went to a Wiz Khalifa concert recently, and instead, you know how people pass around beach balls?
Yeah.
At concerts, he passed around an inflatable joint.
Oh.
What's Wiz Khalifa? You know I'm from the same town as Wiz Khalifa?
Are you really?
We're both from Pittsburgh.
Interesting.
You act like it's a small town. So this little town we used to run into each other.
Yeah, I know.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you
guys ever heard of Pittsburgh?
It's a little town called Pittsburgh. It's in the eastern hemisphere of the United States.
And me and Wiz, we went to the same high school together too.
I did go to high school with Christina Aguilera though.
Oh, that's
really.
I did go to high school with her. Yes. That is an amazing Christina Aguilera impression.
Yeah.
That was either Christina Aguilera or Cher.
Or Eddie Vedder.
Or Eddie Vedder.
Could have been anybody.
Could have been anybody.
Could have been anybody.
You're from Flo.
Yeah. So, but I did actually go to high school with her. She went.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Well, I think she left when she was like a freshman or right after 8th grade. The same school district, all that kind of stuff like that. So yeah.
I had a teacher, my journalism teacher. She went to school with all of the Manning brothers.
Ooh.
So like Peyton was above her.
He's above everybody.
He was like a senior when she was like a freshman or something. I know, right? And then like Eli was in the same class as her. I don't remember. I don't know how far away how far apart they are in age, but she was like, yeah, Eli was the jokester and Peyton was the confident jock. And I was like, that everybody knows that.
Yeah, it's like when did that ever change?
She's like, I have some inside information. I was like, no, you do not. That is not
a secret. I'm going to sell this to ESPN or Sports Illustrated. It's like, yeah, no crap.
Yeah. Oh well.
So yeah, I don't know. What have we got anything else? I don't know. We've just been kind of rambling, but we haven't even looked. I don't even know.
The one I saw was on Twitter.
Yeah.
So let's see if we have any on Facebook.
Sorry. I had it up on my computer earlier, so I should probably. Let's see.
Someone wants to know if the Karmin headliners. I guess that's just the people. I guess that's Karmin.
Yeah, there's two people in Karmin. There's a guy and a girl.
If they are married.
I don't know if they're married.
I guess that's another thing we're gonna have to
know. We don't know anything about our artists, apparently. At least like with the really good questions that you guys have. Seriously. Here.
That is a good question because I kind of want to know as well because I can't decide if that's him in the Broken Hearted music video.
Oh, how amazing is that? I did is Karmin and immediately it popped up is married.
Are they married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are?
Karmin is getting married finally from Perez Hilton.
Yeah, Perez Hilton.
And that was in 2012. So I'm figuring they probably got married by now. They've probably been married by now. So yeah, but the thing is when you hear Karmin, I just think of her. I think, oh, she's Karmin because she's
her name is not even Karmin.
It's not even Karmin. It's not.
It's Amy.
Yeah.
Fine. Nick Noonan. That's his name.
Now I feel like everything I know is a lie.
Everything you know is a lie.
So if I ever when we do the interview with her, don't call her Karmin. Hey, Karmin, and they're both gonna go, hi.
Hi. Which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
It wouldn't be.
Oh, so they are from Boston.
Oh wow.
And that's it. That's all I got.
One of my favorite bands is from Boston.
Who? Boston? Augustana? I'm just kidding.
No, the band Boston. No. Ironically, no, the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. You have no idea who they are, do you?
No, and it makes me laugh.
Do you know the Boss Tones?
Boss Tones.
No, but okay, you're talking about movie with O.A.R. being in that one movie. They were in
Pitch Perfect, because that's
Clueless.
what they sound like.
Yeah.
Clueless.
Oh, close enough.
They were the band that whenever they were dancing and they was like
okay.
They're like and they're now you're speaking our language. That's a great scene. That's like the best scene in the movie.
But the band in the background is Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. That's after they sold out. Because
I would not listen to them if they weren't in Clueless. Though,
they were amazing. They were amazing, and I only watched Clueless because Paul Rudd was in it.
Oh my God, he did so good in that movie. Best role. Do you know what else?
Awesome. Love Paul Rudd.
Probably the best role of his life. Do you know Jeff Daniels? Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Best role of his life? 101 Dalmatians. Am I right?
Oh my.
It's very random, but I just wanted to say that.
Oh, wait, the best role for Paul Rudd was 101 Dalmatians?
No, for Jeff Daniels.
I was like, I didn't think Paul Rudd was in 101 Dalmatians.
It's extremely off topic, but
very
Paul Rudd was not in 101 Dalmatians.
No, he was in Friends. And he was Phoebe's husband.
Yeah, that was a good role for him too.
That was really good.
And I didn't know that till like a year ago, and I was just watching Friends because it was on Netflix.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy crap, Paul Rudd's in this.
Anytime because my wife always says I'm a horrible gift giver. Every time she says that, I always throw down that I got her the entire series of Friends on DVD, and she loses her argument immediately.
Well, she doesn't really need it anymore.
Oh.
Do you guys have Netflix?
Yeah, but this is back when there was no Netflix, and there was no Hulu, and you actually had to buy DVD.
Set.
It was an expensive box set. And
that's a lot of seasons.
That's how much I love my wife.
That's good.
I got her how many seasons of Friends there were.
I want to say 9.
9 seasons?
I want to say there's 9 seasons of Friends. Yeah. I've watched it a lot.
Yeah, so my daughter has watched it a lot. My 10-year-old has become addicted to Friends.
I feel like maybe that's not appropriate.
Some of the jokes are not appropriate for my daughter, but especially whenever she starts quoting them.
It's still cute. It's still cute. It's not that bad.
There was one joke. She was like, she was laughing when she was
bad?
Oh yeah, and it was bad. Yeah.
Let me ask you this: what friend are you? This is a really important question that we all need to answer at some point in our lives.
That is true. I've changed.
Mm.
I have changed the friend that I was. Unfortunately, I think I used to be more of a Joey.
Okay.
But then I turned into more of a Chandler.
That's not bad.
No, it's not.
That's good. Everybody loves Chandler.
But my wife would say I'm a Ross because I am a nerd. I am kind of a dork. But I always crack jokes, and I never take anything seriously, and that is kind of a defense thing for me.
Yeah.
So I've really turned into a Chandler, but back in the day I was a bit of a Joey.
That's good.
Yeah. How about you?
So I like to say that I'm a Ross. I mean, I don't like to because I feel like everybody hates Ross, but I think he's hilarious.
I agree.
And he's so like he lets his interests and his passions get in the way of his relationships. Yeah, and he expects everyone to take him seriously, but nobody does, and that's what I love about him. But at the same time, dude, I am such a Rachel. It is crazy. I am such a Rachel. Like,
I love how everybody can be like, I'm such a Rachel. I'm such a Chandler. I'm such a Ross.
Yeah. And everybody would know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Alana, what are you? Don't say Gunther. Nobody ever wants to be Gunther.
As I know that I am like the epitome of cool. I have never seen Friends.
Oh, yeah. That's not bad. It means you are like a hipster.
I know. Weird, right? Everybody, at any time, it shuts down conversations. Like, I literally have to leave the room. And usually I know enough pop culture stuff to get by.
Yeah.
Not when it comes to Friends. I have nothing.
Yeah.
No material.
You've
nothing.
never watched a single episode?
No. Not a single episode. And, well, it was like on when I had just started high school.
Yeah.
And then it was on through when I was in college. I was too busy partying in college to have time to watch it.
Too cool for Friends.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was going to say for school, but for Friends.
Yeah,
that's...
Friends. I know.
I'm like hurt.
We're like not cool enough.
Apparently,
and we did watch Friends.
You've never seen Star Wars, have you?
I've never seen Star Wars either.
You! Because I'm like, my God. We're fans.
What?
Oh my God.
Harry Potter is like my favorite.
Or the Lord of the Rings.
I can give you Lord of the Rings. I've seen all of those, but I can give you the Lord of the Rings.
I think I've seen like one. Oh, and I saw The Hobbit, and I was like, eh.
It's an REI commercial. They freaking hike. That's all they do.
And it's a sausage fest. If I wanted to watch a bunch of guys running around, I just
go watch professional wrestling.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you've never seen Harry Potter movies, Star Wars, or Friends,
or Dirty Dancing.
It's not that good.
Yeah, I think
women
are going to hate me for saying this, but okay, cool. So you're not the only one. I think Dirty Dancing is highly overrated, even though it does have one of the best lines ever. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Sure.
That is a great line.
It's not that good, though, because her name is Baby. You could say that about anybody.
Well, I know.
Maddie in a corner doesn't sound that good.
No, but it's not just saying nobody puts baby in the corner. It is nobody puts insert name here into the corner. It's just that line is just, that
I
line
guess I just didn't,
is a great line
like it in the context of the scene, because, like,
yeah,
she's literally in a corner. It's not like it's like metaphorical where he's like,
but I'm also kind of wondering because when you look at Dirty Dancing and you got Patrick Swayze, which another man that is that's adorable. How old is he supposed to be in that movie, and how old is she supposed to be in that movie? Because that looks borderline illegal.
I think he's supposed to be.
No, because he's like the head instructor of the dancing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's no way. And I think she's supposed to be.
She's supposed to be like 17 or something like that, and he's like
probably like 25.
And exactly. There's something highly illegal about that romance when it comes to Dirty Dancing. So honestly, I have no problem with the way people are trying to keep them apart because it's against the law. That's why, So I'm a little. No, but I agree. Dirty Dancing, I think, is an overrated movie.
Yeah, I don't really care about Dirty Dancing.
Best Patrick Swayze movie, though?
Roadhouse. I feel like all guys have seen Roadhouse. I've never seen it before.
It's so bad. It's good.
Is that where he like cross kicks someone and like chops their head off?
Yeah, kind of. He like rips somebody's throat out and everything. There's so the problem with being such a movie fanatic is there's times where I will just watch a movie just to, I'm just gonna freaking watch it.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't even care. Like this movie is so horrible, and I'm one of those people. Once I start watching a movie, I can't stop.
Yeah.
I have to finish it. It doesn't matter how bad it is. I cannot stop watching it, and so I'll just watch like the most horrible movies ever, and I just sit there, and my wife will come in. She's like, "You're still watching this god awful movie," and like I can't help myself. I have an addiction. I have a problem.
My dad texted me once and said that, I was like on the phone with him because he travels a lot, and so he was like in a hotel room, and he never has anything to do when he's there, so he just gets on our Netflix account and watches terrible movies. And he called me and he was like, "Maddie, have you seen the new that movie Transformers 4?" And I was like, No, I haven't seen it, and I have no interest in Mark Wahlberg, fighting robots. No thanks. And he was like, "It's good after you've had 3 beers." And I was like, "It's a 3-beer movie." He was like, "I could not have watched it without those beers, but afterwards, I had the best time."
I was single. I've been on dates with people like that. So, but there are those movies where you just go like, why am I watching this?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is for some reason my kids always, because you have Netflix and you can set up you can set up different accounts on your Netflix account with different users, and my kids always jump into my account to watch their shows.
I hope you're not watching anything unsavory.
No, I'm not. But the problem is for some reason Netflix thinks I love My Little Pony. And so
it always recommends.
It's always recommending like My Little Pony and all these weird like cartoon shows and everything like that. And I'm like, I gotta start another account because you can't reset it.
Account.
Well, you can't reset it. That's the problem. Is you can't reset your browsing history. At least I don't think you can on Netflix. Can you reset your browsing? If anybody knows, leave a comment. I need to know if you can reset your browsing history.
I feel like this is turning into ulterior motives here.
No, I want to start off and be like, hey, Netflix, give me real recommendations of things that I'll watch. It's because I'm sorry, it's not Littlest Pet Shops and My Little Pony or Bob the Builder or whatever the heck my kids watch.
Oh, but we were talking about this the other day. The best kids show, Lazy Town.
Lazy Town's pretty BA.
Lazy Town is awesome.
If you've never seen and have you ever seen Phineas and Ferb?
Yes, that is the genius show.
That show is brilliant. And I'm sorry, but any cartoon TV show that has the theme song made by Bowling for Soup is pretty awesome.
That is awesome. Amazing.
Yeah,
but do you know what? Pretty great. The animated Iron Man series that they have recently, their theme song is done by Rooney, and it's amazing.
Really?
And it's actually a really good song.
I didn't know that.
Actually, I think it's like a couple years old. But
are you watching Iron Man on the regular?
Cartoon Iron Man, yeah. Only for the intro, and then I turned it off. Actually, it's got some good character plots. So sometimes I stay connected.
I never saw that coming. That twist. Wow. Oh my gosh, he's Tony Stark. What?
Potts, what's she up to? Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad at all. So no, I mean, I'm like there are certain cartoons that I watch. I'm an adult, but I'm not ashamed. There's no shame in my game.
Some cartoons are good, and we were talking about Inside Out today, which I haven't seen, the Pixar movie.
Oh,
apparently that's supposed to be very good.
It hits you in the feels.
I just don't like emotional Pixar movies.
I usually don't use that term, but it's actually was added to dictionary.com today.
Oh, feels?
The feels was that and fleek, and I'm never using that word. So exactly, but no.
What does that mean?
Like your style's like on point or off the
like
chisel or whatever. I don't know, but
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's used by the Kardashians a lot.
That's why.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous.
I don't like it.
But Inside Out's a great movie. It really is. But it's so like I'm watching it, and I'm watching it with my kids. The first time I was watching it, and I just wanted to hug them. Like I was like, I am so sorry. It's a very emotional movie.
I just saw this Tumblr post, and it was like, leave it to Pixar or Pixar's planning room, and they were like, let's give rats feelings. Let's give whatever feelings. And then they're like, let's give feelings.
Oh, mind blown. What?
Pixar. I was just like,
Pixar can do anything, and it's going to be $1 billion amazing movie.
But it's good because they have things like you can watch it as an adult and still be entertained.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. I just got burned by Up. And I will never forget it.
What?
That one's
brutal. Because they made me cry in front of my parents, and that's embarrassing.
They made you cry in the first 5 minutes of Up.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, oh my.
How am I supposed to come back from that?
You can't.
I'm an adult lady.
You can't come back from that.
My parents have seen me cry way too many times, and it did not have to happen, and it did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just got burned.
Well, and they have Finding Dory coming out.
Do they?
Yeah, they had the sequel to Finding Dory. That's
See, I didn't like Finding Nemo either.
Really?
Yeah, the dad was.
The point today sits without the rap. How are you? It is Alana. You can hear some noise in the background here. Maddie Goldberg in studio doing a live Q&A on YouTube.
Hello.
Hello.
Hashtag Ask the Point. Now, I mean, we've talked about everything from television shows to the Jingle Jam artists, the Rua, Karmin, who we found out they're married.
Yeah, they're married.
They're married. We found out about Charlie Puth's eyebrow scar.
Yeah.
He got bit by a dog.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Interesting.
No word on the dog. And then also, what else have we found out?
That you
met Garth Brooks.
You met Garth Brooks, and he carried a picture of you in his pocket. We've learned that, but we also learned you've never seen Friends.
I've never seen Friends.
You've never seen Friends.
It's weird, right?
How dare you, woman?
I know. It's like everybody in my generation.
That's like,
it's like, what's wrong with you?
And that's like your generation, not mine. And I've seen every episode like 4 times.
It's my generation, not yours. Listen,
I feel like
the upper end of the millennial.
I feel like we are different ages.
Maddie, you and your millennial attitude, you keep YouTubing.
My selfie generation.
Yeah. So that was live on the radio. That's what it's like working in our industry.
You just go on the radio.
Just talk on the radio, and
sometimes people go into my office, and then all of a sudden we're on the radio. I don't know how it happens.
What? So that's radio in a nutshell. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we do appearances, we do cool stuff, I guess, and
we do a lot of cool stuff. Do we have any other Jingle Jam questions? I'll check Facebook. What
was your favorite thing about last year's show?
Oh, there were a lot of things I liked about last year's show. So last year I wasn't in the position I am now. So I was like, I think I was just like interning for you guys.
Yeah.
So I was just like general, like just getting started. And I got there I feel like I got there after maybe Leihoku performed.
I think so.
So I didn't get there at the beginning, which was a shame because I missed Jackie Lee and I missed Leihoku. But I got there before Echo Smith went on, and I got to meet them, and that was like my first real experience, first of all, going backstage of anywhere. I'd never been backstage anywhere. And then it was also my first experience with meeting an artist, and they were so normal, and so, like I say normal, but they were so fun, and they were cracking jokes, and she looked so cute in her little like sequin shift dress. And they were calm, and they were cool, and they were like, all right, time to go on stage. And then they just popped on stage, and that was so cool. And then like, we saw Lindsay Sterling stretching. She's gonna go do her elf dances.
Yeah, she prances. She
went
on stage
and pranced.
Yeah,
and then just like all of a sudden we're like, okay, Gavin DeGraw's in the meeting room.
Yeah,
we're gonna go meet Gavin DeGraw. And I was like, oh my god, wait a second! Like I forgot that I was obsessed with him in middle school, and like I used to listen to his songs. And oh my god, I'm gonna go meet him. And then I met him.
Yeah,
and he was so fun. Like
so
he had
fun.
like a sailor's mouth.
Yep.
And I loved it.
That was my favorite part of Jingle Jam last year, was hanging out with him in the green room before he went on stage.
Yeah.
And because we cut our video and we do an interview that goes up on the screen during the show, but we were then afterwards we just ended up hanging out talking, and he swears like a sailor. Yeah. He swears like my grandmother.
But it makes him so much more relatable because he's really dropping F-bombs, and you're like, he's just one of us.
He's so cool, just kind of hanging out. He talks out of the side of his mouth a lot. So I can't do that.
Is he Southern though? Because I feel like a lot of Southern people do that.
I don't know if he's Southern or not. But really cool guy, and that was probably the thing that's the thing I enjoyed the most surprised about. Because sometimes when you get those guys who are those big celebrities who have been on tour with Billy Joel and whoever, and been on Dancing with the Stars, they're jerks sometimes. Right. To be honest, sometimes you meet some of these people and they're not who you think they're going to be. And he was so nice and so cool and so laid back and just chill.
Right.
That was my favorite part about the show actually last year, was getting to meet Gavin, because he was so just laid back and nice. And
I feel like he had like an entourage, but he had like this one person who was by him at all times, and then he just kind of like wandered around, like, so he was so low maintenance.
Yeah, he really was. And I think that was actually his record representative, actually.
I think you're right.
And she was there hanging out, making sure that everything we needed to be done was done, and that was it. So, but she was real nice too and everything. Yeah. But that was my favorite thing about it last year.
And then I got to go on stage
Your first time ever on stage?
That was crazy.
In front of like 4,000 people.
Oh my God.
Like,
you were like, hey, do you want to go on stage with me? And I was like, I am glad I actually thought about what I was going to wear today, but I am wearing a dress with horizontal stripes, so that's not flattering. But then I went up, and like it was not as intimidating as I thought it was going to be.
Because the lights are so bright when you're on stage. The lights are so bright in your face, you can't even see the crowd.
Yeah, but like you can see like the first few people.
Yeah,
and they were like giving me good vibes. Yeah. So when I made my joke, I felt better because they laughed.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun last year. I mean, I'm looking forward to doing it again this year. You know, it's going to be a great show. Yeah. Can't wait to do it again. It's going to be awesome. It's
going to be really fun, especially just doing it again with different people.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. Just same format, meeting different artists.
Yeah. Same. We're going to do do the meet and greets. We're giving a bunch of tickets away to the show and everything. Yeah.
But they're going fast, so you might just want to go ahead and buy them.
Yeah, you're probably going to want to do that. It's getting to the point where, because the thing is O.A.R. sold out Red Rocks a couple months ago. Yeah. That holds 9,000. The Budweiser event center holds like a little over 4,000.
Yeah, and they're doing this like just for us.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you want to see O.A.R., this might be not your last chance. I'm just saying like in a while, because who knows when they're going to come back to Colorado.
The cool thing about the Budweiser Event Center, though, is there's no bad seats in the house.
Right.
It holds 4,000 people, or actually a little over 4,000, but it's not. You're right there, and that's really cool because when you go to Red Rocks, I've been to Red Rocks shows, and luckily I've been able to kind of sit closer to the stage. Yeah. But I've gone up to the top of Red Rocks,
and I'm like, bad seats,
and you can't see anything, and they don't have screens up there, and you're sitting there, and you're like, you paid how much for these tickets, and you see nothing. It's like you barely hear what's going on. You see downtown Denver better than from the top of Red Rocks than you do see the stage. But with BEC, you're like right there. There's no bad seats, and tickets are only started like $25.
Yeah, which is crazy because we have 4 acts.
Yeah, 4 acts,
and 3 of them we've been playing their songs, and they've been like top of the charts.
Exactly.
For, like,
years. You look at what O.A.R.'s been doing, but you look at Charlie Puth. He had the biggest song of the summer. Yeah. We'll See You Again. Then Marvin Gaye.
I'm so excited for him to play Marvin Gaye because I watched that music video and everyone's like dancing to prom or something. Yeah. And I didn't have a good time at my high school prom, so that's going to be like me reliving my high school prom with Charlie Puth. And dancing backstage. It's not that I had a bad time. I was just the 5th wheel.
Oh, really?
And I can show you pictures. Oh, my God. I am standing in between 2 couples that love each other very much, and it is so awkward. But guess what? Both of those couples have not made it. Unfortunately, that's not a good thing. I'm not trying to rub it in their faces. But I made it out alive. Guess what? I made it with me, myself, and I.
When has a high school romance ever made it? Not just past high school, but college.
I feel like I have an answer celebrity-wise, but I can't. Maybe Bon Jovi. Did he marry his high school sweetheart?
I don't know. But I love how it's like, I've made it and they're done. And like they're.
Well, Maddie made it out all right.
It's a high school romance.
Yeah.
Did you have a date on prom?
One of the couples, the girl was like a kleptomaniac. Like she ended up being that. And so I was like, there was a girl in the middle that was not a kleptomaniac that you could have been with.
I was going to say, did you steal your man?
Steal my man? No.
What?
No, but I was an option that night.
What? I'm very surprised that you didn't go to that. You didn't have a date.
I didn't have. Well, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't really have a date for prom either because my junior prom, I went with he was like my best friend, but we were not in any way romantically attracted to each other. But we were like best friends, and so we like danced and stuff. But we didn't do any slow songs or anything like that because it would have been awkward. No, I didn't go to prom with anybody of note.
I find that difficult to believe.
Oh, that's nice. I think.
No, I find that because you're a great person. I'm kind of surprised.
Well, in high school, I was like a little too intense because I was editor of the yearbook staff.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
There it is.
There you go.
Done.
Wow.
I like worked a job. I was gonna say 2 jobs, but I didn't work 2 jobs. I worked 1 job.
Okay.
But so I was like working and doing the yearbook staff stuff. So I was like really intense and really like, I'm going to get good grades and I'm going to get into a good college and I don't give a crap about boys. And I'm still kind of that way. I do give a crap about boys.
Spoiler!
I give more of a crap about myself than I do about boys. So that's probably
when we think crap.
No. Coffee commercial.
I was talking to my wife the other day, and we were like just talking about how all these new ways of dating are out there. And I'm not even talking about like Tinder and stuff like that. I'm just talking about just in general. And
like, what do you mean?
Just in general, just like there's no such thing as an actual like courting anybody and dating and all that kind of stuff.
That's true. It's talking now.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that term before?
Yeah, we're just talking.
We're
just talking.
I hate it.
I'm talking about like 3 or 4 girls right now. And,
yeah.
I'm gonna figure out what's
I'm so done with like.
I really want to focus on me.
And that's what online dating has done too. Is it's turned people into like, well, yeah, I'm like dating this girl, but I have like 3 other girls that I'm interested in at the same time. So like I don't know which one I'm gonna choose. And it's like that's fine. Like if I'm just dating a guy, I'm not like in a relationship with him. But I never know if someone is interested in me or not because they've got like honeys on the side. You know what I mean?
They got honeys on the side?
Ladies to the left.
Who are you dating? A basketball team?
Yeah. I'm dating all of the Harlem Globetrotters at the moment. So
they got their honeys on. I got my girls in my different cities that I'm in.
Every lady in a different capital.
I'm not even going to quote the ludicrous song about area codes. Never mind.
Do it.
Different hoes and area codes.
There it is.
There you go.
There it is.
So, but I'm just glad I'm not in the environment now because I would not survive.
It's not great.
It's not a good place to be. Like everybody thinks like, oh, well, everybody's dates online now and they use Match.com. And even though I do have a friend who just got married who met his significant other on Match.com. And I didn't really hear. They know. They openly know. Everybody knows.
We were talking about all the different dating sites today, and I remember that there was a dating site because I had a friend who told me that she wanted to try Match.com, and I said I didn't like that because they don't allow gay couples to register on Match.com. They only allow straight couples. Isn't that weird?
That is very weird, actually.
And so there was this other dating service that came around a couple years ago, and it was like chemistry.com. Yeah. And they that was like their whole deal was like, Match won't let you come on here. Well, we'll let everybody come on here. But I don't think they left. I don't think they're still a thing.
Clearly, they were successful with
I
know, unfortunately.
But isn't it like Cupid.com and stuff like that, too? OkCupid or whatever like that?
I've used OkCupid before.
Oh, you've used that?
Unfortunately. I'm going to look it up. Chemistry.
Oh, I did the eHarmony.
You did the eHarmony?
I met a guy who in the first 5 minutes of knowing him, said he got hit by lightning twice. I was like, that's your opener? I don't want to stand next to.
That's your opening line? It's like,
you're
wow.
like a lightning rod. Like, I'm not going to stand next to you.
They say once you've been hit by lightning once, you're more susceptible.
You're more susceptible, actually.
Yeah. Like, that happened to, like, Lee Trevino, the golfer or something. So, like, this dude, he's, like, going off about getting hit by lightning. I'm like, that's nothing to brag about, man.
Yeah, I've never had that with
can you, like, pick up radio signals for me? Because I need to, like, check the game.
I did a dating site back in the day before I met my wife. I moved to a new town, and I was like, you know what? I want to just go out there and meet people and everything like that. And I think I might have used Match.
Oh, really?
I think I might have used that. I can't even remember so long
I haven't even tried to get on Match, so I don't know if it's actually a quality site or not.
Have you ever heard of the Twitter handle Bye Felipe?
No.
And so basically what it is, it's girls who take messages from either Tinder, Match, or whatever from dudes who are just ridiculous. Like,
that is a good idea.
Man.
Like, they get disgusting and ridiculous, and they just leave these guys on, and it's hilarious because usually
love those things.
It shows you what jerks some people can be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Felipe.
Well, yeah, because I got the Bye Felicia.
Yeah, Bye Felicia.
Bye Felicia. So I finally got to use it on the air the other day. I was very happy.
It's still a thing. Chemistry.com is still a thing.
Oh, really?
Oh. Well, they need a better PR department.
Yeah, I know. They need like. I guess I don't have cable anymore, so I don't know if they
gave them like way more publicity than they've had.
They probably ever had. Seriously.
Chemistry.com.
Woo! Not an official endorsement by the radio station.
Yeah, they're still a thing.
They're still a thing. Okay,
good
interesting.
for them.
Yeah, that's I don't know because I that kind of surprised me that I'm sure Match.com has to be able to allow.
I don't think they do. Well, no, I don't think they do.
Really?
Maybe it was eHarmony.
It might have been eHarmony.
I think it was eHarmony.
I think it was because it's that stupid old guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can match you up, but if you are a same-sex couple, there is no match for you.
Gay couples actually don't exist. I don't know if you knew that, so we won't let them on our site. I just hate those commercials where it's like a little girl that runs into his office.
Yes,
and she's like, my teacher can't find love.
Well, then.
Yeah.
Oh, it's his grandkids for real?
Yeah, I think he just.
It's got to be a grand. Well, actually, that's probably an actor.
Yeah.
Like, need to find a way to put my grandkids on the television.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody loves kids.
Exactly.
It's like
and they'll get better grades with their teachers getting laid.
It's like the Deal and Doug deals where he has his, like, I think it's his grandson. And
Yeah.
he's like, nobody beats a Deal and Doug deal. Nobody. And it has it in like school handwriting or whatever.
And you're like, no, I'm glad they closed captioned that for me.
Yeah, thank you, Deal and Doug.
There's nothing like exploiting your children for profit.
Yes.
I'm guilty as charged. I've done that. I've thrown my kids on the radio before just to be like, be cute. Okay,
be cute and get me some
children.
Some more listeners.
Exactly. So sympathize with my father that I have children that are squeaky and sound like chipmunks. So yeah.
Your kids are cute though.
Thank you. And
they have cute names.
Yeah.
Kaylani and Leia.
Right? Yep, Kaylani and Leia Ann. So yeah.
Super cute.
Yeah. So yeah. We've talked about a lot today.
We talked about more than Jingle Jam, although this was originally supposed to be about Jingle Jam. It was supposed to be about Jam,
but then
I feel like we talked a lot about everything, and that's what matters.
Yeah,
you learned about us.
Yeah, you learned about us, and we kind of goof a lot. What's really funny though is these are conversations that we have even when the camera's not on.
Yeah. That's why sometimes it's just a good idea to just keep the camera rolling.
I know. So people are wondering what it's like working in radio. It's actually literally just like this. Hanging out in the studio,
and
somebody doing their show, and us just chatting and BSing about stuff.
That's something that I've learned about working in radio is that sometimes I'll just go in to talk to people, and 2 seconds later you're on the air. And it's a great experience because you just learn about the other person's job.
Yep.
And you get to step into their shoes, and it's kind of nice.
Yeah. It's fun.
It is fun.
Yes.
So thanks for joining us.
We should do this again sometime.
We should.
Yes.
We should.
Yes.
But thank you for your questions also.
Yes, thank you for the questions.
Appreciate it.
And keep them coming as well. Keep using the hashtag #AskThePoint, or you can leave comments down below in the YouTube channel, and we will get to those questions the next time we do it, and we'll tease when it's going to happen. We'll let you guys know when we're going to do it again. We'll schedule it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but thank you so much for watching and listening and enjoying, and we'll see you at Jingle Jam. Get your tickets now at the Budweiser Event Center box office, ComcastTix.com, or just go to 999thepoint.com. All the links are there for you there, as well as a bunch of YouTube videos of all the artists and some cool articles and stories about each one of them too.
December 3rd.
Yep.
Be there or be square.
Yes.
Like me in high school.
No date, huh?
Nope.
No, man.